Now we are going to discuss future perfect tense. When do we use future perfect tense? To talk about an action that will finish before a certain time in the future, but we don't know exactly when. For example, by this time tomorrow night, we will have arrived in Australia. Here, from the example itself, it's clear that we can't mention the time exactly, but it will finish before a certain time in the future. So in the example, they will have arrived in Australia by this time tomorrow night. So tomorrow they will arrive there and they are not able to mention the time exactly. So here we are using future perfect tense. To talk about an action that will be completed before another event takes place. Example, she will have learned the Chinese before she moves to China. Here we are talking about an action. In the example, we are talking about the person and she is learning Chinese. So it will be completed before another event takes place. The second event is she moves to China. So before she moves to China, she will have learned the Chinese. To express conviction that something happened in the near past. Example, the guests will have arrived at the hotel by now. Here also we are using future perfect tense. To make positive statements in future perfect tense, first we have to place the subject, then will, then have plus V3 form or the past participle form of the verb. Here I gave you an example. He will have done it by this evening. So he is doing some duty and he will complete it by this evening. For this we are using future perfect tense. To make negative statements in future perfect tense, it's very simple. We have to place not in between will and have. So the format will be subject plus will plus not plus have plus verb 3 or the past participle form of the verb. The example is, he will not have done it by this evening. Now we should understand how to make interrogative statements. There are two types of questions, yes or no type questions and WH questions. First, have a look at yes or no type questions. To make yes or no type questions in future perfect tense, first we have to place the will, then the subject, then have, then V3, then the rest of the sentence. For example, will he have done it by this evening? I'm repeating the order once again. First we have to place will, then the subject, then have, then V3, then the rest of the sentence. Example, will he have done it by this evening? So the answer will be either yes or no. To make questions using question words, first we have to place the question word, then will, then the subject, then have plus V3. Once again I am repeating. First the question word, then will, then subject, then have plus V3. Example, what will the girl have brought this time? This table shows how to make questions using question words. You can make question words from the given table and note it in your notebook. Here are some examples of present perfect, past perfect and future perfect statements. You can read it for yourselves and understand the difference.